My name is Anna Backhaus. I work as a pre-breeder at the International Centre of Agricultural Research in the Dry Areas, trying to bring novel diversity from the gene bank into breeding material that can improve farmers' lives. So today we're standing in a wheat field in Egypt, which is one of the partner countries of the UK-CGIAR funded project, which is trying to bring together the scientists of the UK with other partners across Europe, in our case, Egypt, Pakistan, and Kenya. I think today was a really special day as we brought different groups of farmers to the field to discuss with them the ideas we have and the things we want to improve in bread wheat. And it's very rare that molecular biologists like me meet farmers, right? We have a lot of other people in between that help us to communicate. So quite often there would be a long chain of communication. Today we were actually standing together in the same field, which is a really powerful experience. And of course, it was just fantastic to see all the knowledge that the farmers already have and all the questions they have for us and all the questions that we have for them. So it was just a great day of dialogue about wheat and the challenges wheat might be facing in the next years in Egypt. We were all very curious to meet each other and to discuss with each other. And of course, we are really grateful to our national partner here who made these conversations possible, not only the language barrier, but also to really be able to understand and communicate successfully with each other. We all love wheat, right? All of us depend on wheat, either with the researcher, the breeder, or the farmer. So just meeting other wheat enthusiastic people is always a great joy. And I think it's the first time that where we initiated this circular discussion, right? Where really the biologist, even if you're in a lab sitting in Europe, or even if you're a breeder maybe in another country, should really be informed by the farmer, but the farmer should also be informed by us, right? So there should really be a circle of what we work on needs to benefit the challenges they have, and we can only find the challenges they have by talking to them. But then at the same time, we also need to talk to them about what we do and why they should maybe take up new varieties and so on. Today there was this Eureka moment where one of the farmers actually asked to Ahmed, the breeder, well, how do you breed a new variety? What do you do? And then Ahmed explained, I think, really well in their language and terms what is happening in the breeding process and how we cross different good lines to bring together many good traits. And that's also why then the new lines are better than the old ones, which is something that's maybe sometimes hard to see in the field. And how many years and effort it takes and how we try to do this very scientifically. So I think I just haven't seen it before. It's maybe something that happens casually sometimes, but these farmers clearly wanted to find out about what we do, which will also just build more trust in what we release to the end user. One problem that the farmers mentioned here again and again was the rust, right? The striped rust, the yellow rust. And they need to spray against it, and the spray is quite expensive. So having rust-resistant varieties will really reduce kind of the chemical use, so benefit nature, but also benefit the farmer and having more money. And the problem with rust is that we have some genes for breeding, but they break down now and then, they can be overcome. So there's this constant battle between breeding and the rust evolving and the breeding evolving. And what our project is also really trying to achieve is to go beyond kind of natural variation and use, for example, mutagenesis and use gene editing to maybe make new rust resistance genes that go kind of beyond the rust resistance we've seen, because even the most resistant variety right now will be infected now and then. So I think we really need to look at push the boundaries of nature and see how far we can take rust resistant, and maybe one day by using all these technologies we actually have a variety that will withstand any rust in any field.